Hello, hello. In this video, we're going to look at some of the changes and additions recently made to the Dynamic Animation and Combat Overrides mod. And let's start with just how to open the new menu. So if you have any character selected, pressing O will open it up just like a hotspot menu. And then now you have all of these options here. Now, if you want to get just a quick overview, you can click on this little question mark here, and that's going to give you a quick overview of what everything does. And you could just stop right here and go check that out if you want. But otherwise, let's go over how this works. So let's go to movement here, and we'll do something that's already pretty standard that you might do in DAACO. I'm going to open up this menu, and let's click Override Original Animation. And you'll notice that the parameter has been automatically created because this menu isn't doing anything different from a back-end wise. It's still doing everything with the parameters. It's just making it easier to work with. And so we're going to change this movement to Data, Animations, and then C movement.xml. And I should probably type that right. Okay, and you'll notice that it's been automatically copied over to here. And now I think if we get rid of this menu and go into play mode, our character is now moving like a cat. Another thing that you might have done in DAACO is change an attack. So far we're not really moving outside of normal operations, but we're going to be changing that pretty soon. So we're going to add an attack here, and we're just going to go data attacks jab.xml, just like that. And now you'll also notice if we go back to here, we have attack override stationary. It just automatically named it correctly and threw it in there. So let's exit the menu again. And I have a guy on the other side here, and we're just going to go beat him up. And you will see that up close, he's now throwing a jab. I believe Turner's up close attack is normally a kick or something like that. So we've had some changes here. But now is where we get into the real changes. Aside from the menu is a huge difference, but let's start with randomized attacks. So I can now make it so that instead of just having one attack, I can pick from a selection. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to click this little plus sign here, add a random pick option. And now let's see, what do we want for attacks? I've got written down here what I want to do. Haymaker and Spike Fist. So we're going to do data attacks Haymaker .xml, and then we're going to add one more. Data attacks Spike Fist .xml. Okay, and now I'm going to open this up in the parameters here, and you're going to see what that looks like. So it's still just one field, but all of these different attacks have now been separated by this separator here. So if you were just doing this with DHS, you could still do this. Basically, if it sees a separator in there, it's going to look for another attack after that separator, and it's going to randomly pick between the two. That's just built-in functionality now. So now if I've done everything correctly, we can exit out of this, and now when I go over and attack our poor feller here, I'm going to be randomly picking. So that's, let's see, jab. That looked like a haymaker. I honestly haven't taken a look. I think that was Spike Fist there. Okay. But we can go further than that. We can do combos now. So how this will work is you can just hit this little drop down button here and choose add combo. And now the way combos work is if you don't get interrupted in an animation, if that doesn't change, then you're going to move to the next move to the next attack in a sequence. So the first attack is going to be a punch of some sort, and we'll say that the second attack will be a kick. So let's see what we got. Data, attacks, and we'll do, what do I have written here? With attacks, you can crash if you type the wrong thing, so I want to make sure I get the name right. We're going to do twin kick, upper kick, and soccer kick. Okay, then one more. Okay, and this is now going to look a little bit different in the parameters. If I open that up, you're going to see that now we have attack override stationary and attack override stationary 1. So once again, DAACO is automatically going to be looking for these numbers after them, and if you do this, if you add a parameter and you put a number after it and you have an existing parameter, then it's going to see that as part of a combo. So now what we should see is if I go over to our lovely fella over here and I attack, first attack, I can't be interrupted, first attack is going to be a punch. 1. Oh, there's a second one. Something must be interrupting our combo streak. There. I think what's happening is distance. He gets further away. Yeah, there we go. So as he gets further away, the combo gets broken because he switches to a different kind of animation. But you can see when the combo does happen, there we go. He did a punch, and then he did like a really weird, I've never seen that kick before. He did a really weird, that must be the twin kick. And maybe what we'll do is we'll add one more combo, and we will, we'll say maybe that he has a third attack, which is a wolf slap. So third attack, there we go. Data, attacks, wolf slap, wolf.xml. So now, first attack should always be a punch of some kind. Second attack will be a kick. Third attack is going to be the wolf slap. So if he gets a third attack in a row, he's pretty much the guy's done for. Now, like I said, this depends on doing the same attack over and over and over. So if anything interrupts it, like the guy rolls away and you try to do an attack from further away or something like that, that breaks the combo. So it's actually quite hard to get like a 3 combo unless you have something set up like this I do where he's standing there not actually doing much to stop you. But I think we should be able to demonstrate this. So we're going to go over again, and we're just going to go up to him, punch, boom, boom. Let's see if we can get this. Punch. Let's try that again. There's the wolf slap. I think we might have skipped the kick there. Okay, no, there's the kick. We just missed it. Okay. So yeah, that's the combo system. Of all the systems I've created, that might be the one that's the most buggy. It definitely needs some testing, but that's going to be up to you guys. But we do have one more feature, and that is the concept of sets. So right now I have this set here. I think maybe what we'll do is we're going to take away this. I'm going to do the clear empty option. That gets rid of any empty fields in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give him 2 sets. So this is a set of attacks, blocks, animations, anything you want. It's a set. You could do this like for a boss where you give him a set that says stage 1 and a set that says stage 2. And then to switch him, you don't have to send a bunch of instructions. You can just say change the set. You could also have like a wounded set or something like that. There's a bunch of different reasons for it. By default, we just have a normal set. But how we're going to add a new set is we just go here, and I'm going to call this set Wolfie. Now we've switched to the active set Wolfie. So if I go back to default, you'll see that the attacks are the way we had them set up before with the combos and all that. And I've taken out the third one, which is the Wolf Slap. But now we're going to go to the Wolfie set. And Wolfie is all about being a wolf. So I'm going to give him some movement here. Data, animations. I think it's W movement. You know, I'm not actually 100% sure. I haven't given anybody wolf movement in a while. And then we'll do stationary, and maybe we'll do the... let's actually go back to there for a second. No, I've gotten rid of it. Data, attacks, wolf slap, wolf.xml. I'm going to copy that, and he's just... all of his attacks are going to be wolf slap. Well, that's good enough. Okay, so now if I change sets, and about sets, if I open that up, you'll see that there's this new option. Well, there's the override sets, which just tracks the different sets. It's for the menu, but we also have an option here called override set. And if I change that option, DAACO will automatically look for animations from that set. And you can see that the way sets work, I have animation override movement here, but down here I have Wolfie animation override movement. So that's how it's actually figuring it out, is it's also amongst checking for, you know, randoms, amongst checking for numbered combos, it's also checking to see if there's a prefix in front of these overrides. That's part of a set. All right, so let's see if that works. Gonna go over here. And now, yep, now we're moving like a wolf. And every attack is just gonna be a wolf attack. Oh, except for that one. I guess I haven't set them all that way. But, yeah, he's basically a wolf now. What is that attack? Let us see. Why am I getting that? Rear choke, high right, mid left, low left. I'm not sure which one that is, but I don't think that's a bug. I think I just haven't set the right attack there. But if that is a bug, let me know. And I've made a lot of changes, so there may be a few bugs here that I'm not aware of. Okay, one more feature that we'll show off here, and that is copy and paste. So you might have a bunch of these characters that you're trying to set up, and it's going to be a real pain. You could copy the character, but if you've already set up your characters and you're just trying, now you've decided after the fact you want to make some changes, then you can just copy these settings. So let's go over here, copy, and this can go across characters. So now, actually, you know what? We'll use the drop-down feature. Now we'll go here, ID 5, and we're going to paste. And all of a sudden, we are a wolf too. And so now, on the same ground here, if I go close, oh, I kind of nerfed him, so I don't think he'll attack. But let me see if I turn on his attacks here. There we go. And we'll say aggression. I think that's what's stopping him. So we'll give him 100% aggression. Then we'll go back over here. Oh yeah, I gave him slow attack speed too. But yeah, he's got wolf attack now. So there we go. That is the new changes to DAACO. And my guy just phased through a wall, didn't he? That's amazing stuff. But yeah, so yeah, probably going to be a bit buggy. A lot of changes. This menu script's like 1,000 lines, doing some pretty complicated stuff. And so, yeah, really wouldn't surprise me if there's some things that have been broken. I don't think custom functionality, original functionality has been broken. I think that's still okay. I think if anything, it'll be the new functionality that's broken because it's a bit more complicated. But yeah, have a look. Let me know. And if you see any bugs, then just you can message me on Discord where I'm phasing 7, like I am pretty much everywhere. So yeah, I think that's it. Have fun, you guys.